Hello, and welcome back to my Pokemon Volt White Nuzlocke. This episode is going to be a little bit different from my usual episodes, mainly because I am recording this audio, my microphone audio commentary, after recording the episode. Basically, the reason being, I slipped up with my recording setup, and I recorded the entire episode and saved and everything, and unfortunately I forgot to record the microphone audio. So basically, yeah, I'm going back now and trying to voice over what I'm doing here. Basically right now I'm just recapping what I did since the last episode. In between episodes I kind of raised up my Pokemon a little bit. Today I'm going to go into the Dreamyard. There's some trainers to fight here. Also, I'm going to get an encounter here, and as I explained in a prior episode, the way I want to handle my encounters in this Nuzlocke, it's a little bit of a cheat, I guess, but I've heard some people interpret the encounter rules this way. I'm not going to count gift Pokemon against my encounters. So basically, there's a gift Pokemon I can receive here in the Dreamyard, but there's also, of course, wild Pokemon that I can receive or that I can encounter in the tall grass. And basically the way this is going to work is I'm going to go ahead and get my gift Pokemon, and then I'm going to also be able to get one wild encounter in the Dreamyard. As I've said a couple times, the reason I'm doing this is just that this hack is pretty difficult. It can be really challenging if you're not prepared, and I want to be able to give myself some backup, I guess, if I need some more Pokemon, because if I end up, in a worst case scenario where like I just lose a bunch of Pokemon, I don't know. Basically, I want to be prepared. I know it's kind of taking the easy way out in a certain way, but I'm a little bit nervous about this hack down the road. Like I said, the gym leader battles are pretty tricky. They're pretty much all some kind of special kind of battle. Double, triple, rotation. But also, I have to say, just being able to get that extra encounter, I want to be able to do that because there's just so many different Pokemon you can get in this hack. Since the creators of this game put all of the Pokemon up through from generations 1 through 5 in the wild here, so there's so many Pokemon you can capture. It just gives me a chance to have a couple of options for Pokemon to use to get a nice variety of Pokemon. But yeah, so here I'm battling this trainer just to get through here. So far she just has a bunch of normal type cat Pokemon. Not a whole lot to be worried about. I'm raising up Pale a couple levels. Because as for my level limit, also as I've said before, the gym leader's highest level Pokemon is 14, but I'm allowing myself to choose one Pokemon that I want to use against the gym leader and train that Pokemon up 3 additional levels. So in that case, I think I'm going to use Pale. I think Pale's going to be my best bet against the gym leader, so I'm going to use him, have him be my higher level Pokemon. I'm going to not let any of my other Pokemon go above level 14, but I'm going to raise Pale to probably level 17. So yeah, so here you can see I'm kind of walking around here not advancing. That's because that youngster over there is youngster Joey. Yes, just like in Gold and Silver, youngster Joey has a Rattata, but this Rattata is actually in the top percentage of Rattata because this Rattata knows Flame Wheel. Yeah, that's right. I don't know whether it's because Rattata can learn it as an egg move and they gave him an egg move, or just because in this hack the creators have kind of changed around some of the movesets of some of the Pokemon, so maybe they've enabled Rattata to learn Flame Wheel. I'm not sure why, but, having a Snivy, that makes me a little bit nervous. So as you can see here, I'm healing up my Pokemon just because I don't want to take any chances. I know it's just a Rattata, but I had watched another playthrough of this game, someone else also doing a Nuzlocke. It was actually on Munching Orange's channel, and he started with a Snivy and sent, well, I won't spoil it, but basically, yeah, Rattata knows Flame Wheel, and it's bad if you have a Snivy. I probably did just spoil it for you, but that's alright. Anyway, if you're watching my playthroughs and you haven't already watched Munching Orange's playthroughs, then that's kind of on you anyway, because, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, here we have the dreaded Rattata, but I'm gonna send in video, just so I won't have any Flame Wheel shenanigans. I would have sent in Pale, just for resistance to Flame Wheel, but since I wanted coverage against the normal type attacks too, and I had more faith in Video's ability to take Rattata out quickly, as you could see, with a critical gust, took him out in one hit. So that's that. But yeah, so that Rattata, crazy stuff, because, yeah, he knows Flame Wheel. I don't know how, but, like, you wouldn't know it from just watching me play, but trust me, he does. I've seen it. But anyway, so as I was saying, gift Pokemon. This girl is going to give us a Pokemon whose type is strong against the upcoming gym leaders. We have a Pampor here. So I did some thinking about what I would nickname Pampor, and I couldn't really think of a great anagram. But I had told myself that if I couldn't think of a really good anagram without adding any letters, that I would let myself add like maybe one letter that isn't already in the name. So after thinking a lot about it, there were a lot of, I guess, I had a lot of thoughts, but I ended up going with Prune, as I'm going to type it in eventually here. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, I named him Prune. I decided, I just add one letter. That's pretty good. So I have Prune the Pampor. So the reason that this lady gives you one of the elemental monkeys is because the gym leader of Striaton City, there's actually 3 gym leaders. Silent the grass user, Crest the water user, and Chili the fire user. And basically, you fight one of them based on what your starter Pokemon was. So since I chose Snivy, which is the grass type, I would have to fight against Chili, who has fire type Pokemon. And so if you go over here to the Dreamyard, the lady gives you the elemental monkey, Pampor, Pansage, or Pansear, depending on which starter Pokemon you picked. Sort of to give you a little bit of type coverage. It's kind of neat. Of course, I already have Pale, which is good. But, like I said before, I'm pretty sure the Striaton City gym battle is going to be a rotation battle. So I might need more than one option to use against his Pokemon. It might even be a triple battle. No, I'm pretty sure it's a rotation battle. If it's a triple battle, then I definitely need more than one Pokemon to cover those fire types. But yeah, so I got all that taken care of. So before I get the gym leader to return to his gym, I have to go over to the trainer school. So I'm gonna do that now. I decided to just talk to people over here. Because as I found out, I talked to, I think it was the youngster over there, and he gave me a little quiz on healing items, or on status conditions, I mean, and gave me a full heal as a reward, so that was pretty cool. So it just shows you, sometimes it's worth going around talking to the NPCs. It's a little tedious, but okay, it's not the youngster, it's the schoolboy. I guess that makes more sense. So yeah, Antidote heals poison, Paralyze heal heals paralysis, and Awakening heals sleep. Pretty intuitive there. So yeah. Talk to everybody else. There's not really anything else here, no other freebies, but Charon is over here for some reason. Not the gym leader, but Charon. Kind of like in Black 2 and White 2. Actually, Charon is the first gym leader. I forget, I think, is he in the trainer school? I don't remember now if is it Aspertia City? I don't know, wherever he's the gym leader. I think he's in the trainer school, or the gym is the trainer school. Now I'm getting a little foggy on that now. But anyway, Charon wanted to battle us, but I wasn't feeling ready. I've decided that I'd rather do a little training first. I'm gonna get my Pokemon up a couple levels. Because I wasn't sure. I hadn't looked up, I was trying not to look up too many things. I hadn't looked up what level Charon's Pokemon were at. So I wasn't totally confident. I wanted to use Pale against his Pokemon for the experience. But I wasn't totally confident that Pale was ready to take him on. So I decided I should do a little training, try to get my Pokemon up a couple levels, or at least get Pale up a level, maybe 2. So yeah. I was just talking to a few people there. But yeah, for the sake of the recording, I decided to turn off battle animations just because when I play while I'm recording, it tends to run a little bit slow. So that's what I'm going to do. And then as soon as I finish with that, I'm going to begin my training montage. So yeah, I will see you in a couple minutes. Okay, well that's that. So, as you could probably tell if you were watching all the way through, only Pale really got up levels there, but I didn't do a whole lot of training, but it was going a little bit slow. But I figured that since my Pokemon aren't that far off from what level the gym leader's Pokemon are at, I would probably be ready to take on Charon, so yeah, I wasn't sure, but I knew Pale would be able to handle Charon's Tepig just fine, and if not, I had Prune for backup, and Yin and Video for backup for his other Pokemon, so I was feeling pretty good about it, so I decided to go ahead and take him on. Things were running a little bit slow with the training and recording, which is why I kind of decided to cut off training a bit early. Which is actually, this is one thing I like about now recording over the commentary after the fact. I can speed up the recording a bit and make it run more or less at normal speed, which is kind of nice. I've just been plagued by so many lag issues, and I've done everything I can think of to fix the frame rate, but so far I haven't had a whole lot of luck. But I actually like this recording, post commentary, I guess. But I would do it all the time, except I know that it's probably not the right decision, because then you lose sort of the organic reactions to things, like if a Pokemon faints or if a Pokemon gets hit with a critical hit. Although who knows, maybe I could try to fake the organic reactions. I don't know. In my past couple of videos, in my past couple of episodes, I've sped up the video a little bit, but I had to speed up the commentary too, of course, so I was limited in how much I could speed it up. But yeah, with this, I could speed it up to almost normal speed, which is nice. As you can see, Charon was not even a challenge, really, so I did really well. Pale was ready. But yeah. And he gives me some Oran Berries, which are going to be awesome. I'm going to definitely have my Pokemon hold those when I go to fight the gym. But yeah, so that's going to about do it for this episode. I've decided after I finish this, I'm going to do a little more off-screen training, get my Pokemon up about to their limit, and then when I come back in the next episode, I'll be ready to take on the gym. So yeah, this little post-commentary thing was fun. Like I said, I kind of wish I could do it all the time. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next episode of my Pokemon Volt White Nuzlocke.